Hi there, Virgo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for November. The accent is very much on communication as you begin this month, and communication is very much part of your personality. You have this wonderful ability to distill ideas down to the nub of what they're about. This comes from the combination of your ruler Mercury and your Earth rulership. So when you have an idea, it needs to have some kind of fundamental purpose or use. Airy-fairy stuff's okay. You understand it needs to be something that we can use, and that's terrific. The unfortunate thing is at the start of this month, however, is that Mercury, your ruler, is twisting backwards through to the 10th. So however much you try to organise your thoughts or get across your ideas to others, it is possible that there could be some confusion or misunderstandings. Now, Mercury also influences things like technology, and you might find that something that you rely upon, such as a computer or a domestic appliance, may need some kind of service in this early part of the month too. But on the 3rd of November, there is a solar eclipse, and this occurs in this area of communication too. And it's reaching out close to Saturn, the planet of structure, which has been in this zone with you for the last 13 months. This is asking you over the next 6 months to really become even more aware of what you believe in and how you get it across to other people. Your strength, the way you get ideas and punch them across very precisely, can also be a weakness. This is true of any strength. It always has a polarity. And the downside is that sometimes people can find you a little bit cutting, a little bit too, well, sharp in the way that you say things. And it could be that you may receive back to you people being like this to you. Not just this month, but for some months to come, because of the presence of Saturn. But this is because you're coming up against, if you like, a reflection of your own attitudes. But you can learn from this. It can make you much more aware of how you seem to others. And soften you. Also make you more aware that other people have a point of view that may not confer with yours. And that's fine. You don't need to be threatened by that. We're all entitled to have an opinion. The world, whatever political system we live in, is a free democracy, particularly through the medium of things like YouTube. So just be conscious, therefore, that if you are wanting to grow and evolve as a person, even if there are some bumps in the road, there's a lot you can gain from this. But I think this is a solar eclipse that is a wonderful opportunity, because Mars is in your sign for all of this month, and it's feeding into this solar eclipse. And also, Mars is forging a great link with Pluto as this month begins, and Pluto's in a very transformational part of your scope as far as your talents are concerned. So if you're clear about what you want to say, and you have something important to say, and you think through the impact your words will have, or your deeds will have, you can be incredibly influential, not just this month, but for very many months to come. And what's going to help you, Virgo, is that Venus moves on the 5th into probably the most delicious part of your situation, the 5th solar house. This is going to give you a charm, a graciousness, and it can attract so much goodness to you. You can also feel much more alluring. Your sex appeal can skyrocket, and a lot of activity around your love life is possible this month, particularly in week 3. But just be conscious that Venus does cross over Pluto during this time, and Pluto is one of those planets that can be a force for good and a force for not so good. Just be conscious that someone may want something from you, or you may want something from somebody, and it's all about being aware of our motivations and the motivations of the people we connect with. And if you are, you can gain from this conjunction. If you're not, you could end up becoming a loser from it. Jupiter, the planet of hope and transformation in terms of our spiritual aspirations, and also in terms of just neat good luck, does start to twist backwards this month, however, but it's forging a fantastic link with Venus in the last 4 or 5 days of November, which suggests that something really fantastic socially or romantically is possible at that time. And you may be so excited it will be hard to keep your feet on the ground, but you can certainly look forward to that. But do try to keep a little bit of perspective. However, it's the middle of the month on the back of the full moon, which is really, really key. At that time for 2 weeks, when it comes to documentation or travel, you need to be razor sharp in your thinking in the way that you're so famed, because that can protect you from getting involved in something that could turn out to be erroneous. Now, the sun's going to be moving for you on the 22nd into a new area, which is much more to do with the foundations of life, where you live, how you live there, who you live with, your emotional health, your relationship with yourself, family members, and an important time for you. But still at the end of the month, there's a fantastic collection of energy going on again. You start the month with a minor grand trine, which is a huge help, and you end it with one. This one sees Jupiter and Mercury sparkling. It sees Jupiter and Mars sparkling, as well as Jupiter going face to face with Venus. And it also sees Pluto in the mix as well. So much to go for you this month. And it's just about being much more conscious of how people hear your message, hear your words. Being a bit softer, a bit kinder, and being more receptive to the ideas that you hear from others, and perhaps checking out some of your ideas and modifying some of your thinking and attitudes on a daily basis. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.